Hi, this is Joanne McAndrews reporting from on the ground in Washington, D.C. So I'm actually reporting to you across from the White House, where there's a rally going on of a group of Libyans who are calling for the removal of Qaddafi. They're out here protesting, supporting their family members back home, that are pushing for the ouster. As Helga Zepp-LaRouche laid out in her latest statement, Egypt is everywhere, that these dictatorships that have been tolerated for many, many years, you now have people that are rising up to say this is just not tolerable anymore, and we will put our lives on the line for our freedom. So we actually had some discussions with a lot of different people here in the protest and distributed copies of Helga's statement, and then we actually interviewed a couple of people to get their thoughts on what's happening in Libya, but also the role of this mass strike that's gripping the whole world now, from Tunisia and Egypt to Libya all the way to Wisconsin and Ohio. So we have some clips of discussions with these people.
Libya, for the first time in a very long time, they're going against the dictatorship. They're starting to revolt, and they're trying to bring down Gaddafi, who's been the dictator for 42 years in Libya. And though it was definitely inspired by the uprisings in Tunisia and Egypt. Tunisia did it first, and they brought hope to the rest of the Arab world. Egypt saw what they had done, and they brought down Mubarak. And now, for the first time in a very long time, Libya thinks they too can be free, that they too can be rid of their dictator, that they can have their own government and be a democracy. And they were inspired by them, that's for sure. But the level of violence happening in Libya now by the government and by the mercenaries Gaddafi's flying in and his army that he controls, the people dying, the number of it surpasses that of Egypt and Tunisia. And the month and 3 weeks of the month of Tunisia's uprising and 18 days of Egypt. So many more people are dying in Libya. So many more people are injured. There's no aid. There's no communication. It's incredibly hard to get a hold of anyone. The media has just been paying attention to this because there's been no media coverage. Nobody can get in. Nobody can get out. The phones are cut. There's no internet. So we really need the help of the United States at this point. We need the help of the world. We need the help of the UN. There's no way Libya can continue to do this. They're going to continue fighting, but Gaddafi will never be brought down entirely unless there's help.
What are the current protests like in Libya itself? Is it a huge portion of the population, or what's...
There's a huge portion of the population protesting. The only part of Libya that has not been conquered yet is Tripoli, and that's what we're trying to accomplish now. Qaddafi has said that he will kill everyone before he steps out of power.
So a lot of them are students, young people out here saying, look, we're going to fight for our freedom. And as one young fellow told me at the end of a discussion, he said, look, the question is, we will either live free or we will die free. He says that is what's on every Libyan's mind right now.